My name is Adrienne Lee and I live in the UK. It is a great honour for me to celebrate the life of Ken Mellor. He was my mentor and my friend for more than 40 years. I first met him, at a conference, an international TA conference in Toronto. I think it was about 1980. And it was my first ever TA conference. And I was very nervous and didn't know anybody and was sitting in a crowded reception on a settee with lots of people around. And a man reached across the settee and put his hand lightly on my shoulder. And I can remember feeling suddenly very relaxed and centered in myself. And I took a huge breath and thought, I know who I am. And the man, of course, was Ken Mellor. And I was very intrigued because he was running a session in the conference that was really quite unusual. It was on meditation, which was unusual on a TA conference. And I think it was probably one of the first sessions that Ken certainly ran in TA conferences. And I attended that session and have been meditating with Ken ever since. Ken is a giant in transactional analysis. He has made major contributions to TA theory that I am still teaching today, and other transactional analysts all over the world are teaching the theory that he developed. He originally worked with the Gouldings and with Jackie Schiff, and therefore developed a lot of theory based on the cathexis and redecision work of transactional analysis. Some of you remember his articles on reframing, on redefining, on impasses, the very famous discount matrix, and also about how to interview the parent ego state. Ken's contribution was enormous, and he won the Eric Byrne Scientific Award, I think it was in 1990. And this is the highest award for academic work and publication in the transactional analysis community. I was also very honoured to nominate him for the Muriel James Award, which is for someone who lives the principles of transactional analysis. But Ken was more than a man who lived the principles of I'm okay, you're okay, I respect me and I respect you. He was a man who was dedicated to the care of the soul, not just of the body or of the mind. And this he brought into transactional analysis theory, particularly with his more recent articles on autonomy and integrity, where his spiritual perspective on transactional analysis has now been integrated into the body and canon of TA theory. This is an enormous contribution. I don't know of anybody who took a problem to Ken who didn't feel not only supported and soothed by him, but actually also transformed. Ken had enormous generosity. He was a man of incredible intelligence, had such a fine mind, and what a sense of humour. I mean, his wit and his humour is something we will all remember. I know that every time that he ran a workshop at the Byrne Institute, which he did every year for us, he and I would have a banter and crack jokes. And underneath that humour, of course, was a dedication to bringing out the very best in people. I'm honoured to celebrate Ken. I know that he will always be remembered in the TA community as well as by our people all over the world whose lives he has touched and transformed. He is a man of great spirit, great generosity, great love. May his dear soul go to the light and rest in peace. God bless you, Ken. Thank you. Thank you.